Good afternoon everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, let's take a look at a 2025 Mazda 3 Hatchback Turbo Premium Plus. The Premium Plus is going to give you a couple of cool features, such as a front and rear parking sensor setup, a 360-degree view camera, as well as perforated seats in this particular model. As you can see, this one here does have a unique lip down here, or kind of like a small body kit, which looks pretty cool. And you also have these very cool and unique 18-inch wheels. With that being said, a huge thank you to Dorado Mazda here in McKinney, Texas, for giving me some time with this one today. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and check her out. First thing you'll notice as you come up to the front is that it has a pretty nice unique grille, as you can see right here, with your Mazda logo right there. And of course, this does also have your radar cruise control. And of course, right over here is going to be the camera for your adaptive, or not your adaptive, your forward collision warning system. As you can see, this vehicle also does have a standard set of LED daytime running lights with LED projector headlamps. As you can see here, we're taking a look at Bridgestone Turanza EL 440 tires on 18-inch wheels, and these measure 215 45 R18s all the way around. You also have body colored mirrors with LED turn signals on them. As you can see, this vehicle does come standard with a smart key access system, which allows you to get in and out of the vehicle quite easily. As long as you have the key fob in your pocket, come up to the door handle, there's a touch sensor behind it, and you're able to unlock the door. And to lock the vehicle, just simply tap the button right here, and the vehicle will indicate locking. The exterior color of this one is finished off in Jet Black Mica with the red perforated leather interior. Coming over to the door, starting off here, as you can see, you do have some hard touch plastic material on top of here. And then you have some of that same material down here. But then as you come into the door panel, pretty much the same as you would expect. But what makes up for that is going to be this kind of unique red trim, as well as the red stitching. As you can see, you do have your Bose subwoofer here in this aluminum finish. You have an aluminum door handle, your unlock and lock buttons here, your controls for your mirrors, as well as your adjustments, your power windows, as well as your child lock. You also have a little bit of storage right here, and an area where you can store a small cup. Give me a second, guys. I'm adjusting my seat. To start the vehicle up, just simply have the key fob on you, whether it's in your pocket or in the vehicle. Put your foot on the brake and hit the button to go. Very nice. As you can see, the Mazda 3 Hatchback does come standard with a fully leather-wrapped rack and pinion powered steering wheel. You have paddle shifters, as well as here on the left and right sides, as well as controls on the left and on the right sides as well. Left is going to house controls for your audio as well as your source. Hands-free telephone and Bluetooth buttons are right here, and info switch is right there for the main menu screen. Coming over here to the right, you're going to have cruise control settings, as well as some extra safety features down here. As you can see, as we bring our attention up here, we're going to be looking at three main gauges. To the left is going to be your tachometer, in the middle is going to be your speedometer, and to the right, you're going to have your coolant temperature as well as your fuel gauge. To the left of that speedometer, you're going to have your average fuel economy as well as current odometer reading, and to the right, you're going to have your range to empty as well as your current exterior temperature reading. As you can see here, we're taking a look at your current speed, as well as that iActive Sense icon being activated, and that parking reading right there, as you can see. But if we click this info button, we're going to be able to cycle through a couple of different menu screens here. So you're going to have your actual speedometer, driver information, which includes your compass, average, as well as your average fuel economy, an icon of the vehicle, and then you're back to that speedometer. Coming over here, we're going to be looking at a 10.25-inch display, which currently is showing your navigation system. And as you can see, it's well detailed and it looks really, really nice. As you can see here, if we push down on the commander button right here, it brings us to our menu, and you're going to be able to go through different sections here, such as where to, cancel route, points of interest and favorites, recent destinations, view mode, route options, side panel, travel information, navigation settings, as well as mute guidance. But of course, this is going to be kind of a short tour of this system, because through all the Mazda videos I've done, I've spent a good amount of time with each of them, but this one will be no different. Starting off here with information on top, as you can see, you're going to have things such as a fuel efficiency monitor, which monitors fuel efficiency in real time, and view fuel efficiency history, as well as a vehicle status monitor, which views important vehicle maintenance messages, information, and intervals. Coming down to entertainment, of course, that's going to give you access to things such as your FM radio, AM radio, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, as well as USBs, 1 and 2, phone connectivity, or you can turn the audio completely off. Communication, of course, is going to allow you to connect your Bluetooth device to the vehicle. Navigation is what we just looked at the beginning. And then coming down to settings, this is, of course, going to be kind of a comprehensive look of all the different settings, menus, and stuff like that you can customize within the infotainment screen. You're going to have in-vehicle displays, which configures settings and content for all in-vehicle displays. Sound settings configures the in-vehicle listening experience. Safety settings configure safety and driver assistance features. Vehicle settings configures vehicle's convenience features. Connectivity settings configures Bluetooth and other device connectivity settings, as well as system settings configures language, time, and other general settings. And then pretty much that's about it there. But as you can see to the right, you're going to have your current time, and then to the far right, you're going to have what your phone is currently connected to, whether you have an Android or Apple device. As you can see there, whether you have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay currently enabled. But with that being said, guys, in a nutshell, that is a quick look at the infotainment system in the Mazda 3 Hatchback. Coming down here, you are going to have this very nice and unique red trim. It's a soft touch material and does feel really good. You have this stitching that runs all the way down towards the end of the dash. Coming down here below that, you're going to have your dual zone climate controls. You have your AC button right here, recycling, fan speed, fan positioning, front and rear defrost. You're going to have your heated seats for the front passenger, heated steering wheel, as well as this button here, which turns off the AC system completely. Coming down below that, you're going to have a little area you can put your device to charge it. You have 2 cup holders. As you can see, this vehicle does come standard with a 6-speed automatic transmission. And as you can see here, it does come with a nice backup camera with guidance lines. And they do adjust as you turn the wheel. You also have a 360-degree view camera, which is standard on the Premium Plus model. And as we come down here, you're going to have that wide-angle view there, as you can see, which is pretty impressive. Coming below that, you're going to have your drive mode right here, which is to activate sport mode. As you can see there right on the screen on the speedometer cluster. You're going to have your electronic parking brake right here, auto hold button, your shortcut buttons alongside that commander switch. You're going to have navigation, a back button, a home button, as well as an audio button. You're also going to have your volume knob right here. And you can also push this button down to turn off the audio itself, as well as your favorites. Coming over here, as you can see, you can slide this forward and back. And when you do that, you get a decent amount of storage space with 2 USB-C ports in here, as you can see. And that's pretty much it. Now, I'm gonna move this window sticker out of the way here until the very end. But one thing I will say that I like about these seats is that not only are they comfortable, but the feel of them just is just impressive. It feels very good and solid. I like the feel of it. It looks really nice. But also more importantly, I just like the way that the perforation is. It's very, very impressive, and it does give off a kind of a more expensive look in this vehicle. Although, let's be honest here, it's not expensive. So you are going to be getting a lot of great value out of this vehicle because you are going to have these very nice touches here. So overall, that's something I'm very impressed with. Now, coming back over here to the far left side, as you can see, we're going to have things such as your camera button here, your eye active sensor, you can turn that on or off. The camera will focus. Parking sensor you can turn on or off, and then traction control you can turn on or off. Right below that, you're going to have your 2-person memory seating, and then way down there is going to be for your hood latch. But with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and let's check out the rest of this vehicle. Coming into the back of the Mazda 3 Hatchback, as you can see, the materials do fall throughout, just as comfortable as they are in the front. As you can see, you don't really have anything too much back here besides the seat pocket behind the front passenger. And of course, right here, you do get a pad armrest with 2 cup holders. Your fuel tank is right here. The Mazda 3 Hatchback does have LED taillights. You do have your Mazda 3 and all-wheel drive badging on the left, as well as Sky Active, G, and Turbo badge on the right. Cargo room in the Mazda 3 Hatchback is pretty impressive. As you can see, you will have a little privacy cover right up here. Coming down here below that, you are going to have your carpeted floor mats. And of course, you do have LED lighting right over here. Now, with that being said, you're looking at about 20.1 cubic feet of space. But of course, if you want to increase that, all you would have to do is just fold these little things down. Fold these little, actually, I think it's right over here. You would have to fold them one on each side. And when you do fold them, you're looking at about 47.1 cubic feet of cargo space, which is pretty good overall. When you're done, just tap this button here and it will close, unlock it. And then of course, if you just want to do it manually, just do it like this and it will close all the way down. Under the hood of this vehicle, we're taking a look at a 2.5 liter Sky Active G turbocharged 4-cylinder. It's going to be mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, as we've discussed. It produces 227 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. If you put 91 or higher octane fuel in the vehicle, you'll be getting upwards of 250 horsepower, and you will still retain that 310 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy is also pretty good for this vehicle, as you can see, which comes in the mid-20s when it comes on to overall fuel economy. All right, guys, so the last thing we're going to go over here in this video is going to be a copy of the window sticker. And I do apologize for the condition of it because this was kind of ripped off from the window. But as you can see, this is what it looks like. It's a 2025 Mazda 3 2.5T, which stands for turbo, premium plus, hatchback, all-wheel drive. Finish off in Jet Black Mica with the red interior. As you can just see, this is what it comes standard on this model, and it does have an MSRP of $36,950. Coming down here, you don't really have options on here, but you do have that package, which of course includes the leather trim seats, 360-degree view monitor, home link, front air guides, the front air dam as we talked about actually in the front, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, the black rear hitch spoiler, the rear cross traffic with braking, smart brake support, your 3-year traffic and travel Sirius XM subscription, traffic side recognition, Mazda navigation system with off-road, which is pretty cool, as well as your auto dimming driver side mirrors. With that said, total vehicle and options is again $36,950, and with a delivery, processing, and handling fee of $1185, total MSRP for this vehicle comes in at $38,135. And as we come over here to fuel economy, you're looking at around 23 city, 31 highway, and 26 miles per gallon combined on premium fuel, which, as you can tell, is quite good for a vehicle like this. And so, guys, with that said, this is once again why the Mazda 3 is very popular, especially if you go for the hatchback. And that's just for a few reasons. Number one, you can get this red interior, which looks really nice. You can get the space that you want, of course, and that's going to be for capacity. You're going to be getting this upscale interior, although let's just face it, a lot of competitors are going to a full digital gauge setup. I kind of still like that Mazda still offers the Mazda 3 hatchback in a kind of analog format. It looks really nice. This 10.25-inch display here is pretty cool as well, which I'll admit looks great. Now, kind of the only thing this vehicle is missing, besides, you know, the fact that it has all-wheel drive, I kind of wish that it did have the cooled seat function in here. That'd be pretty cool to see. But at least it has all-wheel drive. At least it has that turbo, which is pretty reliable. It has a space, which is enough for most people. And at the end of the day, it is affordable and it's fuel efficient. So, with that said, nothing to really complain about with this vehicle. So with that being the case, guys, that's going to do it here for this walk around and tour of this 2025 Mazda 3 2.5 Turbo Premium Plus hatchback with all-wheel drive, finished off in Jet Black Mica with the red perforated interior. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.